Yes, so basically you have to, our point is to utilize everything in God's service. Then we will have no reaction. If we try to enjoy ourselves, then we'll get a reaction. But if we utilize it in God's service and we enjoy it by serving God in His relationship, then we will have no reaction. That is the proper thing to do.
I have two questions. Yeah. One, as far as reincarnation is concerned, if I've been reincarnated before, or I have been reincarnated, so I can remember that I've been other things. You have an awareness of what it used to be, kind of thing.
Generally, you can think of it like this. Death is so traumatic that most people forget their past life, and also birth. These are very traumatic incidents. So we do not think of remembering our past life because it's so traumatic. Just like if you're in a car accident, sometimes people who come out of that, who survive a car accident, they become amnesia. They have amnesia because we cannot sometimes remember. So that is why we forget, all of us forget our past lives. But there are certain incidents where small children, they sometimes remember their past life. So it's not that some people are reincarnated. Everyone is reincarnated. Everyone, after you take birth, after you die, you take another birth. Whether it be the animal species, or whether it be the human species. And what determines our birth in the animal species? Suppose I'd like to eat a dog, and I eat indiscriminately. Then after death, I may become a pig, because pigs, they eat indiscriminately. So according to our natures, we will get that type of body. Because God is like a kind father. He says, okay, you have this desire. You can fulfill it much better in this body. So He gives us that type of body. And then according to the Vedas, we evolve from one species to another. Suppose I become like an insect, then I will evolve from that species all the way. There are 8,400,000 species. And I evolve from one species to the next, all the way. Finally, I come to the human species. This is the chance for getting liberated, for getting out of the cycle of reincarnation. We cannot expect an animal to. Animals can only be eating, sleeping, mating, defending, which most of us also do. But we should try to utilize our life for something more, so that we can serve God and cross beyond the cycle of reincarnation. Yes.
Just you may not necessarily pertain this, but if the belief is that the soul is kind of genderless,
yes.
How is the issue of homosexuality treated?
Again, we're not the body, so no matter what natural tendencies we may have, we are not that body. So we are the spirit soul. And the spirit soul has an eternal body in the spiritual kingdom of God. That is where our eternal nature is. But because we have come out of the spiritual world, because of our own material desires, we wanted to enjoy separately from God, basically. Even within our family, the husband is always thinking that I'm a servant of my family, I'm trying to help them advance spiritually. And also the mother, she's thinking, how can I make my family advance spiritually? So if we connect to each other through God, then we'll be much happier. If we try to connect individually, then we will always have problems, family problems, social problems.
So you were talking about the stages of life earlier, and how there's the marital stage and the raising children's age. What if a person doesn't want to have children?
Yes, certainly.
Not get married?
Yeah. In the Vedic scriptures, there's often instances of many people who stay celibate for their whole life. They don't have any children.
So if you don't want children, then you can't get married? Basically.
Yes. Well, you can get married, but not to have sexual intercourse, because the purpose of sex is described by Krishna, have good children. So you can get married certainly, but it is just we try to prohibit ourselves from indulging in these activities. We try to engage as much as possible in service to God. So we try to enjoy it by serving God, in relationship with God, without trying to enjoy these worldly things, eating, mating, all these things. If we can dovetail them to God, that's the only way we can get out of this cycle of repeated birth.